Hey, okay, so I'm just gonna, I don't know how to start this video actually. Well, I guess I'm just gonna talk about like the advice or things that I don't know, why can't I speak today? About having red hair. Um, well, you definitely get a lot of attention. So if you are a very attention needy person and love when people look at you, this is the hair color to go. This is for you. Okay. And you don't get bad attention, but you do get that one older person that's like, what the hell is wrong with kids these days? But who the hell cares about what they say? I don't. Yesterday I was with my mom in the supermarket, and like this old lady was like, and I was like, so if that happens, all you gotta do is just give them a nasty face right back, because then they're jealous. Another thing, people are definitely gonna give you nicknames. Sorry, my hair really looks like crap right now. I don't really care. My extensions are retarded. People are going to give you nicknames. One of them, which is very, very popular to me, is Ariel. How could you not? I mean, can't you see my fin and, my luscious red hair that flows when I go swimming? Which is actually very ironic because I hate salt water. I hate the beach and I hate the ocean. Well, I don't hate the ocean, like I like the waves, but I hate like over here because I live right on the bay and it's like there's just gross. But yeah, people are gonna call you Ariel. And another thing that I get often, sometimes you get bad nicknames like, oh, you look like somebody squirted ketchup on your head. Oh, Taylor, I think your scalp is bleeding. It's whatever. I mean, it's not really. I mean, I like it. I like my red. So I'm not gonna change it just because people make up nicknames. And I've had like 2 people who have said something like that to me. My mom called me Ronald, as in the clown from McDonald's. But then she laughed about it and said that she actually liked it. And you could get comparisons. I get a lot of comparisons to Ariana Grande. And I didn't even know who that was until I like looked her up or whatever, because I'm not really big on watching like Teen Nick shows, so I had no idea really I've never really seen her much before. I find out that there's a celebrity who has bright red hair. And I mean, hers is a little bit different. It's not as vibrant, and right now you can't really it doesn't really look very, very vibrant right now, but it's like legit. It's like boom red. But hers is like boom red, but hers is like boom red with like boom magenta put into it. Sorry, that was kind of annoying, but I felt I needed to emphasize that. But yeah, so hers is just a little bit different. And people say that I look like her because I have brown eyes and I'm like Italian and Spanish, which apparently she is too. So I guess we were separated at birth because we're completely alike. No. But just other things is just beware. You need to upkeep it so much. And I can't stress this enough. You really need to like take care of it. Like every 3 weeks you need to re-dye it. Or else, depending on what base and depending on what dye you use, if you use like a Manic Panic, the reds normally run into like orangey, depending on which red that you get. But I used the L'Oreal High Color stuff, and it turns your hair into like a brick red, gross, ugly color. Or like a blondish, pinkish, weird thing. If your hair is light enough. But if your hair is dark when you use it, it'll be like brick red. But if you use it on blonde hair, it'll fade to a pink, which isn't really that bad. But whatever. And it's just, I don't know. I really like it. It's a fun color to have, but it's a pain in the butthole to take care of. You need to do a lot of upkeep, so I suggest you research and make sure that you actually have the money to upkeep with it. This light is really, actually I think it's basically just sunlight. But you need like, to upkeep it a lot. Like, no joke. Like, if you're gonna have to dye it, like, every 3 weeks. And do not, if you use the L'Oreal High Color, don't keep using the L'Oreal High Color because your hair will get damaged. Some videos say that just because you don't need to pre-bleach before you put the L'Oreal High Color on, it's not going to damage your hair. Yes, it will. When you are mixing the stuff together and putting it into your hair, it reeks of ammonia. Like, you can smell it so much. And you use Developer, and anything with Developer is going to have ammonia in it. So if you think that it's not going to damage your hair and you're completely afraid of damaging your beautiful, luscious locks, don't use the L'Oreal High Color. But honestly, if you're afraid of damaging your hair that much, you're not going to be able to get any red, because if you don't use the L'Oreal High Color, then you're going to have to bleach, and bleaching is worse. So if you'd rather minimize damage, you can use the L'Oreal High Color. But only use the L'Oreal High Color when your hair is like a lighter brown. Like my roots, see how bright my roots are? They're that bright because that was where my natural hair was growing in, and my natural hair is light brown. It's like a pretty light brown, almost dirty blonde. So unless your hair is like light brown, you're only gonna have to put the stuff on once. But with my whole head was dyed darkest brown. Like the box that I used said darkest brown, which means it's the darkest brown before it's considered black. Which, in my opinion, it looks black anyway. But, so if you have hair like that, like mine was darkest brown, you're probably gonna have to use like 2 boxes of it, which will damage your hair. So don't, as I said before, don't keep using the same L'Oreal High Color every time you have to touch up on your hair, because I made that mistake and now my hair won't blend in with my extensions because it is damaged. And my bangs are retarded right now. Excuse the term. But, so yeah, I mean, that's basically it. Red hair is very, very fun, and it's very cool to have, but there are a couple of circumstances and a couple of consequences that you're going to have to deal with. But, in my opinion, it's worth it. So, if you want to have a crazy fun hair color and attract a lot of mostly positive attention, I suggest you dye your hair bright red. Okay? See you later.